The real things that weigh on people, they're the things they won't look at. I'm a psychiatrist. I've done this work over 15 years. I'm fully committed to holding people's hands while we explore their pasts. Nobody has a perfect life. I don't have a perfect life, but there are things you can do to make your life better.
Erik tells me that he's not drinking, and when he does drink, I'm not happy.
He's drinking. He's lying about what besides drinking? We'll get to you, don't worry. He's with other girls, you think?
He talks to other girls. He doesn't tell me about it. He talks to other girls on the internet. He meets girls on the internet. He hands his phone number out to them. I'm not happy with that.
And you're fighting all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, you hearing this? She's saying you make her sad.
Okay, you know, I haven't drank in about 3 months. While I was here in Manhattan, I went to a comedy club and had a beer. As far as cheating, there's...
Wait, so you hold on. You just said I haven't had anything to drink for about 3 months. While I was here in New York, I had a beer. So, like, you're drinking and you have an alcohol problem.
That's correct.
Okay, so let's stay close to the truth if we can.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that caused a fight, as I hear, right?
Yes.
Okay, why did that disappoint you? You should tell him. Here he is saying he gave up alcohol, but he had too much to drink a couple nights ago, right?
Yeah, he came in at like 3:30 in the morning, and I said, you know, have you been drinking? And he said no.
So here you are, you're drinking, and she thinks you're with other girls, or at least flirting heavily with them.
And that's completely false. Never happens. I've been committed to her since day one. As far as the drinking, I come in, she starts yelling at me, she slaps me in the face. That was more like how it went.
And this relationship has been on and off again for how many years?
We've been together for 2.5 years now.
2.5 years now, but you were high school sweethearts.
Yes.
And it's been on and off. Whenever there wasn't a man in your life, you went back to him.
We talked. We've always found each other.
Apparently.
Yes.
And always argued?
No. We'd always been friends, and we'd always found each other.
Okay, and now you're back, but it's not exactly a happy reunion. Let's bring out your family right now, Dion and Melissa. Okay, so Dion, you're her brother, correct? You're her stepsister.
Yes.
Okay. They've had a relationship that goes back to their teenage years. What's wrong with that? They say, look, we keep finding each other. She got married, I understand. She had a beautiful daughter who's here with us today. And look, they're in love. You live up the street, do you?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
A neighborhood kid. What's wrong? So they fight. What would you say to that?
They fight a lot. I don't think they really understand each other. When they try to work out their problems, it turns into just constant, you know, back and forth arguing.
Am I right or am I wrong that he hits you?
That he hits me?
That he has thrown a cell phone at you?
He threw a cell phone at me, but I will admit to you that I have also hit him.
So you're hitting each other?
Yes.
Problem?
Yes.
What about you? You think that they should be together or not?
I'm concerned about my sister. That's what I think. I'm just concerned because she calls telling me that she's unhappy. And I love her and I don't want to see her hurting. I don't think that I can say what's right for the relationship, but I am concerned about her.
And why wouldn't you be concerned? Because take a look at this. Erik and Claudine shot some home video of their arguments, and we have it here for you to watch. You be the judge. Take a look.
I wanted to know why you guys are talking behind my back and turning the show into some anger thing about me.
No one's turning the show into anything.
You told me that you guys are going on and it's a show about my anger.
I said I'm supposed to videotape you when you're angry, and you went, let me talk for a second.
That's you, right? On that tape. What do you feel when you look at it? You're screaming.
Yes.
And
I feel hurt. I hurt inside.
You feel hurt inside, and yet you find yourself back with this man again and again, Claudine, right? Why?
Because I love him.
She loves you, but you're hurting her again and again.
Well, that goes both ways.
She's hurting you. You're hurting her. You worried about her, you say? How bad does it get when she calls you? Is it like this?
Yeah, she usually does call upset and crying, so.
So let's just define the problem. You have reason to believe that he might be cheating because There are things that happen in terms of who you say you're with at various times, and it turns out you were someone completely different, and we're going to get into that when we come back. And next up, we're going to meet Eric's friends, Bree and Ashley, and find out what they think about this couple's relationship. They're not any more sold on it than we've heard so far. Stay with us.
Coming up, find out what happens when Eric's friends get involved.
Eric has had a drinking problem forever, okay?
Yeah, because of you.
That's the most ignorant thing I could ever hear from both of you, is that his drinking problem is because of me.
And later, Claudine reaches her boiling point and confronts Eric's friend.
Yes, he said in the hot tub with her and her shirt off before.
You lying little...
Lie. Don't lie.
I am not lying.
Now get magnified shine.
Feels divine.
New Shine Seduction from Maybelline, New York. Exclusive sculpting wand creates magnified shine.
Magnified.
Feels as seductive as it looks.
Shine Seduction.
New Shine Seduction Glossy Lip Color.
New Puffs Plus is more soothing than before. Give it a try. Plain tissues can make tender noses red and dry. Puffs Plus has a new magical layer and moisturizers galore. 'Tis silkier than ever. A tissue you'll adore.
For too long, lower sodium foods have come up empty on taste.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Wow, got here just in time. What is this? Soup?
Campbell's announces 11 new lower sodium soups with natural sea salt for amazing taste.
I remember soup.
Sensitivity is very common. Dentists tell me that patients will experience those sharp, rapid pains. They should use Sensodyne as an everyday toothpaste. Discontinue use, chances are sensitivity will come back. That's a clear indicator that they should be on Sensodyne long term.
Look, sweetie, these new Triaminic thin strips are the easiest way to treat your cough and stuffy nose.
Triaminic, the medicine of motherhood.
Know what's unfair? When you realize all those little lines and spots weren't around yesterday. So I use L'Oreal's Advanced Revitalift Complete Lotion. In just 2 weeks, advanced anti-wrinkle and firming action. New evenness, all in a lightweight lotion. L'Oreal's Advanced Revitalift Complete Lotion.
This morning, I found out I'm going to jail.
Need a little afternoon pick-me-up? Try Nestle Sticks. They're crispy little wafer sticks with a creamy middle, covered in rich Nestle chocolate. Give your afternoon a lift with Nestle Sticks.
Obviously, he's a great guy. People see that. Claudine knows that. She just doesn't want him believing that. I definitely believe Eric would be a much better person without being in a relationship with Claudine.
All right, we're back talking with Claudine and Eric and Claudine's siblings. You heard what they had to say. You've described ways in which you suffer in this relationship. His friends are saying he'd be better off without you.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think they're full of it.
They're full of it.
They're completely full of it.
You think you should be with him, by the way? Do you want to stay with him?
I do want to stay with him. I want to stay with him and I want to work it out.
Well, you say he lies all the time. What about this woman from church that I heard about?
He went online and he met a woman from our church. He told me that she was an older lady, an older black lady, around 50 years old.
What was she? Who was she?
She was around, she looked like she was in her 20s, personal trainer. I caught him talking to her.
A 20-year-old 20s personal trainer, that's not 50 older black woman from church.
Yeah, I caught him talking to her.
Yeah, okay, well.
I caught him talking to her after church one night. I pulled around and I was like shocked.
Well, why wouldn't you be?
And I was like, you know, what are you hiding? What are you hiding from me?
Well, so wait, now you're shaping up not exactly like a Mr. Clean here. Lying about girls.
I only lied because she's jealous. She won't let me have any friends. I have to lie or I'll hear about it.
My wife won't let me befriend 20-year-old personal trainers either.
Well,
it's funny with wives that way, isn't it? It's kind of strange.
You know, it's nothing. It's not a relationship. She teaches
then why
in
lie
my
about
church
it?
Because Claudine doesn't understand any. I'm not allowed to have any friends.
Well, just not 20-year-old personal trainers. My next guests are friends of Eric's. They have their own opinions, and they're ready to voice them right now. Please welcome Bree and Ashley. All right. All right, you don't feel, it doesn't sound like, that this relationship is any better for Eric than her siblings feel it is for her.
Yeah,
Is that right? Why is that? They say they're in love.
It's not a healthy kind of in love. It's a lot of fighting and making each other feel bad, and that's not a healthy relationship to be in.
How does that happen, and who do you hold responsible?
Well, I'm not going to judge. I'm sure it comes from both sides, but I hear a lot of negative things from Eric, so...
You hear that he's disappointed at various times. Is that what you mean?
Disappointed and sad and upset about all the fighting.
Okay, and who does he say is responsible?
Well, he's fighting with Claudine, so...
Yeah.
I haven't met Claudine until now, but I've been verbally abused over the phone just for talking to Eric, and yesterday I got called a donkey-faced bitch.
Dr. Keith?
Yesterday you were
Keith?
called a donkey-faced blank by you.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Of course.
Okay. I've known Eric forever. Okay, they've known Eric not very long. Maybe how long?
6 years.
Okay. I've known Eric since I was 16 years old. Eric has had a drinking problem forever. Okay?
Yeah, because of you.
Really?
Oh,
That
my
is not
drinking problem
true.
It's not caused
That
by
is not
anyone.
true. You know what? Because when I met Eric, I remember Eric puking his guts out, and he didn't even know me yet. That is not true.
Well,
and
I'm
that is the
talking
most
about now.
ignorant.
I'm not talking
no,
about 15
no,
years
no.
ago.
That's the most ignorant thing I could ever hear from both of you, is that his drinking problem is because of me.
Well,
We hear about it, Claudine. We hear about it.
He said, does he tell you that she's driving him to drink?
He tells me that he's drinking to make himself numb to what's going on with her.
So you have said to them that you drink because she drives you crazy.
I have. Our fights used to lead me to drink and escape, but I mean, that's not why. I was an alcoholic
Eric.
long before we started dating.
No, I know. Listen, your fights with her aren't the thing that lead you to drink. Like, that's an old alcoholics line, right? You get that. So you admit that you are emotionally abusive toward him, verbally.
Absolutely.
Oh, I admit that.
And
all
you
the
hit
time.
each other.
No, I threw the cell phone once. She hits me on a regular basis.
So she hits you
I don't hit him on a regular basis.
You've hit him.
Slapped him in the face yesterday.
I slapped him in the face because he lied to me.
So he lied to you, slapped him in the face. When you drink, right, you pour the liquor in a glass, or is it a beer?
It's liquor.
Liquor in a glass. She is not forcing your hand, is she?
No, absolutely not. I take complete responsibility.
No, you
for
don't,
my
because you
alcohol
told. No, you don't, right? Because
sometimes I do drink to escape, though. I mean, escape.
Took him out drinking on
Well, why don't you tell her?
Manhattan.
How old is
See, the thing is,
I'm not going to
it's very hard for you to evaluate whether to stay in the relationship because he talks around you. In other words, he talks to them. He says you're causing his drinking.
Yeah, and
Now-
he won't tell them.
Well,
that
what do you
I
think
not.
about him saying you cause his drinking?
You're constantly putting him on the edge.
And he's constantly yelling at me. You're not there. Okay?
Yes,
You're-
I am there. I
No,
heard
you're
you on the
not,
phone.
Ashley.
And
Well, you know
last
what?
night, what about the messages yelling at us?
Here's
Why
the
on
thing,
earth
guys.
would you yell at us?
Because you guys took him out drinking on the town.
No, we
No,
didn't.
we did not.
You don't even know. Were you there, Claudine? Were you
Really?
there?
I'm my
Because
own.
you were with
I'm my
him,
own person.
and you were
I
out
ordered a
drinking
beer.
with them.
I ordered a beer.
You
They
had
didn't
more
order
than
me
a beer. You had
Okay.
more than a beer.
Okay. Did they
How
have
good of
anything to
friends
do
are
with
you
it?
guys with Eric? Pretty
Exactly.
close?
Yes, and we told him that he
So
shouldn't
if
be
you
doing
are
it.
that close,
And what are we going to do? Take
if
it
you
from
are
him?
that close of a friend, and Eric does have a drinking problem, even if he wanted to drink, don't you think you should put in your 2
You
cents?
guys should have walked away.
We put in our 2 cents.
Absolutely.
No, we put in our 2 cents. And you know,
Your
I
2
didn't give
cents?
him money for any more or anything
Let me
like
tell
that.
you, it would be one thing if we were just here as adults and you guys had the bad idea to be at each other physically and emotionally and for you to have not gotten a hold of your alcohol abuse, right? Because you haven't yet if you had a beer the other night, even though you've had big trouble with alcohol. So that'd be one thing. But it happens that you have a beautiful daughter who's how old?
12.
Who's 12 years old, who bears witness to this.
And has gotten involved. Apparently.
And has gotten involved, and that's
Which
what we really need to
should
talk
not
about. So
happen.
when we come back, we're going to talk to Claudine's daughter and find out if she thinks they should be together and what their conflicts are doing to her. Stay with us.
Coming up, the effects of a child involved in an unstable relationship.
What's the hardest part, honey?
Seeing my mom being hurt.
All the time?
one leader. Is Claudine ready to walk away forever?
No.
He's not taking. It's such a liar.
Are you upset about how your sibling flirts with your significant other? If you think your sibling may have a secret crush on the man or woman in your life, call 1-888-Dr. Keith.
The OC has always dealt with the unexpected, but nothing compares to what's coming next. Only 3 episodes left. The OC.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 10.
Young women wild about Botox.
It's just like dyeing your hair or bleaching your teeth. I love it.
Harmless trend or dangerous obsession with beauty. Tonight on Fox 10 News at 9.
Have you been arrested for a serious crime? At Phillips & Associates, we can help you.
When I was charged with a DUI, I needed an experienced attorney to defend me. I decided on Phillips & Associates because of their excellent reputation. My attorney was knowledgeable and really helped me out. I feel he truly cared about me and my case. I recommend Phillips & Associates if you get pulled over for a DUI. They are great.
Little or no money down to start your DUI or criminal case. Call right now, 602-258-8888.
Going to extremes to make ends meet?
You want to buy some cookies?
Try spending less on car insurance.
Honey?
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Minimum coverage for minimum budgets.
Hey, Ed. Hey, you got a new badge.
What kind of world do you want?
From spending time together to having a lifetime together. In only 3 days.
The Breast Cancer 3-Day. 60 amazing miles of walking dedicated to a future free from breast cancer. Register today at the3day.org or request a free inspirational DVD. The Breast Cancer 3-Day, because everyone deserves a lifetime.
Attention, if you suffered serious complications after hernia surgery, the Kugel mesh patch may be to blame. The Kugel mesh patch, which is used to repair hernias, was recently recalled by the FDA. If you or a loved one has suffered complications, infections, or other serious injuries and have the Kugel mesh hernia patch, please call 1-800-BAD-DRUG for a free consultation. That's 1-800-BAD-DRUG. Call 1-800-BAD-DRUG now.
Life after American Idol.
You have to prove yourself. Being on Idol actually helped me do that.
Fan favorite runner-ups.
It seems almost like the runners-up do better.
Tell it like it is.
It wasn't all positive things that came from this.
We had serious sacrifices in the first season.
Next, Dr. Keith Adlow.
My mom, she always tries to drag me into it and stuff. She's like, well, ask Tori this or something like that. But I don't want to get in the middle of it because I don't want to take sides or anything. I just want to be on my own side, you know?
She just says she wants to be on her own side. We're back now. We've been talking about Erik and Claudine's hostile relationship, but we've got a great source, and that's you. So please stand up for me. This is Tori. Welcome, Tori. All right. You've been listening to them. And just so we know what you're dealing with, okay, I want to rerun the tape that we showed earlier in the show so people can see it again. Let's take another look at just what Tori lives with.
I wanted to know why you guys are talking behind my back and turning the show into some anger thing about me.
Turning the show into anything.
You told me that you guys are going on and it's a show about my anger.
No, I said I'm supposed to videotape you when you're angry.
You're supposed
and
to
you went,
videotape
let me talk for a second.
Okay, this isn't atypical, right? This is what you'd have to deal with? Is it hard?
Yeah.
What's the hardest part, honey?
Seeing my mom being hurt.
All the time? Now, here's the thing. There's somebody holding that video camera, right? And who was that?
Me.
She's holding the camera while you two feel free to fight like that. So now let's take another look at yet another piece of videotape about the way this young woman gets dragged into the arguments between her mom and her mom's boyfriend. Watch this.
Tori, did I do anything yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Speak out loud.
No.
Were you around her all day yesterday?
Speak out loud, Tori.
Yes.
Okay. You're being quizzed in that about, well, did you see this? Did you see that? Are you in the middle of their fighting?
Yeah.
All the time?
Not all the time. Most of the time they ask me questions.
What have you witnessed from the two of them? And you can be honest. Does he drink too much?
He was sober until last night, and he just came home, and when I went to the bathroom, I saw his liquor in the bathtub, and I thought my mom knew it was in there, so I just went to bed. And the next morning, I was going in there to get ready, and Eric said, "Are you going to take a shower?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, let me go in the bathroom before you." And then I heard him put the bottle under the sink, and then I showed it to my mom.
You showed it to your mom. And what did she do?
She went and yelled at him.
She went and yelled at him, and again, you're caught in the middle. Now, as I said before the break, it'd be one thing if you guys just wanted to be back in high school, right? Mm-hmm. Arguing with each other because for some reason it lights your fire, I don't know. But you're her mom, right? So how can you put her in that position to witness the fighting on a constant basis and where she has to see that he's lying about his alcohol? This is a developing young woman, Eric, right? So I don't know, how did you get the idea that it would be okay to kind of lie and hide things like your addiction?
Well, I didn't want to put it in the trash can. We're in a hotel, so I had no clue where to put it. I rolled it under the sink.
How about not drinking?
Well, that would have been...
I mean, that would be the best choice. This is your niece. Is this a satisfactory environment for your niece?
No, I don't think so.
It's not.
This is not out of the ordinary. Constantly, when he's drinking, there's constantly bottles hidden all the time.
Okay.
And I find the bottles, like
Yeah.
she found the bottle. I took the bottle, I dumped it out.
And it makes you angry?
It makes me very angry.
And you yell about it?
Yeah, and then she told me yesterday, she goes, "You know what, Mom? I'm sorry, I don't like him." And then she
Okay, I'm
leaves.
sorry, I don't like him. I'm
Yeah.
following you.
She goes, "I'm sorry, I don't like him, Mom. I'm sorry." And I go, "I'm sorry too, Tori. I'm sorry."
Okay.
He leaves, and after that, he comes back and he goes, "You know what? Your daughter's fake." He goes, "She's the fake one." You did too.
You did, right?
You did.
No, I
he
didn't.
said, "Your daughter's fake because she acted like she liked me all this time, and she's the one that's fake."
Can you agree she's caught in the middle?
She is definitely caught in the middle.
And here's another thing. See, I don't know whose side to choose. These people say, look, it doesn't matter as long as they separate.
Why would you get her involved in the
So
first
I choose Tori's side. And what I don't understand, right? I mean, and what I don't understand is here's a fact that should come out.
Questions about it on the phone when I was there talking to Eric.
You're always
It's
talking to Eric.
ridiculous.
You're always
Well, he's
talking
my
to Eric.
friend.
You're always talking to Eric. You're always hiding. You're always
What are we
running.
hiding?
What are we hiding? Yeah.
I can't talk to them on the phone around
Claudine?
you because you're yelling.
Yeah, you're always yelling in the background.
Are you
or he can't
concerned
talk, he'll
that
hang
she
up
witnesses
because you
this?
walk in the room.
Of course I'm concerned.
Okay. I'm concerned also that unless I have the story wrong, you happen to leave her to live with him in another state.
No.
Is that not right?
I left her with her dad.
You left her with her dad
Yes. I went to Denver.
to be in Denver with
I
Eric.
went to Denver to live with Eric. Eric was sober at the time.
How long were you gone?
I was gone for 8 months. I
Yeah,
came back
okay.
and I visited her 2 times.
Unacceptable.
Okay.
2 times. Listen,
times.
here's the thing, Claudine.
Okay.
You're a mother first. You want to be a girlfriend to a guy who's disordered and trying to get his act together as he's trying to do, and they say that he'll be better off without you? That's a decision you make when you don't have a daughter whose
I
life
understand
depends on it. Thanks, Tori. You can sit down. Is that a question here?
Do you actually really love him, or is it just a security you're after with him or something like that?
Are you addicted to him or do you love him?
No, I do love him.
If you love
And
him,
I
why do
do-
you make him feel like crap all the time?
You know
Why
what?
do you
I'm not
constantly
talking to you
put
right
him
now.
down?
I do love him, and actually, I want to comment on the Denver thing. I moved
Let's
to
get to the
Denver.
truth, Claudine.
I moved to Denver.
You moved to Denver.
I moved to Denver, and I went there to get situated, and we were coming back. She wanted to finish school. We were coming back to get Tori in. I ended up moving back to Phoenix to be with my daughter.
You ended up moving back after 8
I ended
months.
up moving back to
Okay,
Phoenix
listen,
to be with my daughter.
I'm not a judge and jury. I'm just a psychiatrist. But here's what I have to say.
understand.
As I said before, I side with Tori. I side with the 4 people surrounding you saying it's not about you anymore. Here's the thing. You may want to struggle with him for the next 50 years. But the idea that there's a young woman growing up in your midst who has to witness these battles and his unconquered addiction and your addiction to him, that's not okay. She should be your focus. And right now, you know who's your focus? You are.
Yep.
You need to change that. They're right. You guys are wrong. And we're going to get into why they're so wrong when we come back. Stay with us.
Coming up, anger and alcoholism are destroying the family. Will they call it quits before it's too late?
Your presence in this relationship is hurting this young girl. Are you going to stand for that and stay with her, or are you going to walk away?
You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, or maybe next semester. No, do it right now. Well, I got the kids, and I'm a single mom. They'll work with single moms. You don't have an excuse. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can take online courses. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Get up off the couch, go to the phone, and make the call. You'll be happy you did.
When you go file for Social Security disability benefits, the paperwork is overwhelming.
Mark and Ed have a lot of experience in Social Security disability law.
It's my job to get you benefits, whether you're applying for the first time or whether you've already applied and you've been turned down.
Calling a lawyer early in the process makes it more likely that you're going to win earlier in the process.
The law offices of Caldwell and Ober. Call toll-free 1-800-572-6222.
You can change your life at a price you can afford. Forget the pain and overcome your limitations and enjoy your life again.
If you have a knee problem, call now for information. Mexico has the world-renowned medical attention you deserve.
I have helped many people change their life through knee surgery, from gold medalists to grandparents.
First-class facilities, experience, and technology you can afford. Call Universal Surgery, 1-800-230-9164, and reclaim your life.
Hi, I gotta talk to the General right away.
The General speaking?
Yeah, I need to get auto insurance now.
No problem. We can give you a quote right now over the phone. And a low down payment.
That's great.
You can also go online and get an instant ID card.
Who are you talking to?
The General.
For the best car insurance rates in town, call 1-800-GENERAL now!
The one thing I would change about my life would be to attend ITT Tech much earlier on. I found that the hands-on education gave me a new direction and made me realize exactly what I wanted to do for the future. My wife was the one person who encouraged me to achieve more. She made me feel like I had a lot more to offer.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
Life after American Idol.
You have to prove yourself. Being on Idol actually helped me do that.
Fan favorite runner-ups.
It seems almost like the runners-up do better.
Tell it like it is.
It wasn't all positive things that came from this.
We had serious sacrifices in the first season.
Next, Dr. Keith Abloh.
Okay. Eric, I got to get your reaction, because my diagnosis, if you will, is that it's not serving anyone's health for you two to be together. What do you think of that?
I've tried to break it off so many times. It's so obvious it's a codependent relationship. It's not healthy, but we always end up back together for one reason or another. When I look at Tori, I mean, this is absolutely a terrible position for Tori to be in.
Tori, stand up, hon. Would you rather be just with your mother?
Yes, but I want her to be happy with Eric, but they just need to
Well,
work harder.
honey, here's the thing. Your mom's not going to be happy with Eric because she has never been happy with Eric, because Eric himself is not happy with your mother. See, you're in the middle of a very difficult relationship, and it's not your fault. And somebody should be with you and standing up for you and just loving you. You deserve it. You really do. Now, here's a theory, okay? Because I think we got to get to some kind of bottom line here. Isn't it possible that you've used her as a crutch to not grow in directions you really need to grow? You are still drinking. You are still living at home with your mother. Don't you need to get out on your own, get on your own 2 feet, get sober?
I live with my grandfather. My mother has her studio there. But I help him out. I'm an EMT. He's really bad diabetic. You know, it's not like it seems. I could, you know, live wherever. I haven't.
No, but I heard she bought you a sweatshirt at the mall, and you were like, just one sweatshirt?
No.
Isn't that?
She bought me a hoodie for like $10 at Target, and she keeps complaining about it. I'm like, here's $10. She's like, no, I don't want your $10. I'm like, well, you're holding this hoodie thing over my head.
No, I wasn't holding it over his head.
She's like, I bought you a hoodie. I bought you a
I'm
hoodie.
like, you can't even say thank you, and he's like, all you did was buy
They fight
me a
about
hoodie.
everything.
Problem with it.
Yeah, it's the
everything Eric
stupidest
does
things
is a
in the
problem.
world, and she can take it.
You
And
can say hi to that girl over there, and she will flip out.
No, and then the thing about the friends thing.
Are you jealous of them?
Absolutely.
He says he can't have any friends, Dr. Keith. He says he can't have any friends, right? Okay, my friends took me out for lunch on my birthday. He called, and this was when I was living with him at his mom's house when we first came back from Colorado. My friends took me out for my birthday, okay?
Yeah.
You know what he did to me? He called me up and he kicked me out. And can I just show you this? This is what he did. I left my engagement ring with him. He took my engagement ring and he threw it in the street. That's my engagement ring.
So this is your engagement ring that's crushed.
That's what you did to your relationship, Claudine. That's what you do to your relationship.
No, you know what,
all
Ashley?
the time.
You don't know, okay?
She did leave.
You're not there.
I'm there.
I left the engagement ring for him because I didn't think it was right to take it. He kicked me out. He said, pack your stuff and get out of my life. So I left for going out with my girlfriends on my birthday to the Olive Garden.
Great. However, okay, listen, this is going out for dinner.
To the Olive Garden.
Your engagement ring is crushed.
Crushed.
How much more clear a symbol can he give you, by the way, that he would like you to leave?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I mean, he's told us, listen, Claudine, listen, here's the thing. He tells you that in a number of ways. He has told his friends that you make him drink. He has not said on this show, I desperately want this relationship, because he doesn't desperately want it. This is what he thinks of your relationship.
He called me back and he goes, please take the ring back.
Yeah, but
and I said, here, just hold on to it and really think about the relationship. I want you to think about it and hold on to it and tell me if you really want it.
Yeah, but Claudine,
and he goes, if you don't want it, just throw it away.
Honey,
and
why would you put your heart on the line that way? Why hand an engagement ring back to the man who just tossed it in the road and say, I want you to think about whether you really want me? The answer is he doesn't. I'm sorry to tell you.
This was before he tossed it in the road, Dr. Keith.
But Claudine, look, I'm going to hand it back to you. This is the symbol of what is to come of your relationship unless this guy, look it, there are miracles in the world. There are miracles in the world. You leave him, maybe he does get his act together.
He sits in a hot tub with her shirt off.
More evidence.
Yes, he sat in the hot tub with her and her shirt off before he even moved to Colorado.
Okay.
When me and him first got together.
Before she moved to Colorado, you were in the hot tub.
Did. Don't lie.
You lying little bitch.
Don't lie. Don't lie. I am not lying.
Is it true or not?
It is too true. No,
is it true? Were you in the hot tub with her without a top on?
You were not there. It's too true.
Well, no, I thought you called her. I thought you called her and said that she has her top off.
Never in my life.
Didn't you call her and say she had her top off?
What Eric told you then?
No.
You don't believe so? Wait a sec. Hold on a sec. Claudine, I can help you out.
Yeah, it was.
Did you call Claudine and say, I'm with her and she does have her top off?
She told me my dad called her.
No.
Your dad called her and said you were in a hot tub with her with her top off?
That's what she told me earlier today.
I went to see him and I went back to Phoenix to get my stuff situated before I moved to Denver.
Listen,
I call him.
You know what? I
his
just
dad
realized you drew me up here. I'm on the set with you because of your conflict. You've drawn all these people into your conflict, but here's the problem. Tori is over there alone again. Now, see, I'm going back there because I've just realized again I only have the one teammate in the world who is trying to get herself together emotionally. Okay, now here's the thing. The question's going to be, what really happened to your relationship, number one. But why do you have it in mind that your pursuit of a man who tells you again and again and again and again, I don't want to be with you, I don't love you? That's
because
the translation.
He told me last night, I'm in love with you.
Well, yeah, but you know what? Look again at the ring. When we come back, we're going to see if we can get Claudine to see reality in the interest of the only one who matters here right now, her young daughter. Stay with us.
Are you and your sibling constantly at odds with each other? If you have a fierce rivalry with a sibling that's lasted into your adult years, call 1-888-Dr. Keith.
Homeowners, got the no cash blues? Simply call Blue Financial at 877-7 where we'll loan you $30,000 for $121 a month. Even if your credit's bad, really bad, need cash for any reason, call 877-7 right now for your easy $30,000 loan and lose your no cash blues today. But hurry, this special loan offer ends soon.
Got the no cash blues? Call 877-7
Get to the next level of success by attaining a degree in game design. At Collins College, your quest for an exciting career could be within your grasp. Your success meter will soar when you take advantage of an education that can power up your skills. Learn about animation, level design, game engines, and much more. Welcome to the next level.
Call now for a complimentary DVD. Call toll-free 888-273-4999. That's 888-273-4999.
Tired of glasses? Sick of contacts? Wish you could afford LASIK? Well, now's the time to call LASIK Plus Vision Center. With our unique Easy Pay financing plan, get 0 down and 0 interest for 18 months. That means no interest and monthly payments as low as $39 for 18 months. Call right now for your free LASIK vision exam. To take advantage of this limited time offer, you must call now 1-800-953-EYES. LASIK Plus is the #1 vision correction provider in the U.S. And with over 700,000 nationwide procedures, you can trust your eyes to the experts at LASIK Plus. We're so confident in what we do, we offer our patients a lifetime of care, treating nearsighted, farsighted, and astigmatism. And now, Easy Pay makes LASIK easy. Hurry, offer ends February 28th. Call now, 1-800-953-EYES, 1-800-953-EYES. That's 1-800-953-EYES, or LASIKplus.com. Isn't it time you see for yourself?
Attention! If you suffered serious complications after hernia surgery, the Kugel mesh patch may be to blame. The Kugel mesh patch, which is used to repair hernias, was recently recalled by the FDA. If you or a loved one has suffered complications, infections, or other serious injuries and have the Kugel mesh hernia patch, please call 1-800-BAD-DRUG for a free consultation. That's 1-800-BAD-DRUG. Call 1-800-BAD-DRUG now.
Okay, we're back and we're discussing Claudine and Eric's very toxic relationship. Okay, now let me explain. You're in a different seat now, Claudine, right?
Yes.
Because you said you weren't going to sit next to her anymore.
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because I don't want to sit anywhere near her.
You don't want to sit any... Why?
Why? Because she's full of lies. Look at her face.
She says I was never in a hot tub with no top on.
She's a liar. She's a liar.
Okay. Who called you?
The only reason she doesn't want that. Where were you?
Where did you hear it from? Where did you hear it from?
Okay, I called and I said, can I please speak with Eric? This was when we first got together, when we agreed to get married, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I called his dad. I go, can I speak to Eric, please? And his dad goes, he's in the hot tub with Bree. And he goes, do you know that he's in the hot tub with Bree and she has her top off? Are you okay with that? And I go, who's Bree?
Let me ask you guys. Is she jealous of you? Is that part of what's happening here?
God, yes.
What is she jealous of exactly?
I don't know.
She's so insecure of herself.
I'm insecure, and he's being treated well by people.
But should he stop drinking?
I'm insecure.
Yes. He should stop drinking.
Yes. Yeah.
There's no question about that. No. We get that. Yes, they say you're insecure.
I'm not insecure of you guys, okay? This one down here, he slept with one time, okay?
He slept with her?
Before we were
together. When we
still hearing about it.
When we get
6 years later.
Melissa, you look very concerned. What's up for you?
I'm uncomfortable watching this, and I don't like seeing my niece sitting there alone by herself.
Well, I agree with that. You should join. Do you want to come sit with her? Come sit with her. Let's get a seat for Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. You know what? It's good that you're here because otherwise,
so Torian could see New York.
You came here so Tori could see New York. But here's the silver lining: is we get to see what she lives with. We get to see it unfold here. I don't think there's anything that this young girl has seen, right, that's different than what she sees at home, is there?
Well, it's probably a little more harsh up here right now with the family. I mean, usually it's just Claudine and I. And I tend to walk away from fights or just go home.
All right, you're worried about her, right? Are you worried day in and day out that she is put in a position of refereeing emotional dramas of the sort that we saw on tape?
I'm not with them day in and day out, so I don't know exactly
So were you shocked?
what happens.
Were you, well, now you do, right? Because we don't want you to be in denial, too. That's
I'm not,
film.
No, I'm not in denial. I'm just saying,
Is that what you live with?
I'm concerned.
Not every day, but whenever like he comes around or like it just like a fight starts.
A fight starts whenever he comes around. Now, here's the deal, Claudine. Somebody's got to get her to feel safe. Is it going to be you or not? Because if you are in a relationship with him while he's drinking and while he's in hot tubs with girls in bikinis, topless or not, it ain't going to work. She's going to be constantly emotionally traumatized. So the question is, are you going to keep your daughter safe or keep running around with this guy?
No, I'm going to keep my daughter safe.
When I was in a
You
hot
want to
tub
keep?
with
Well,
her,
let's find out exactly what that means to Claudine when we come back. Stay with us.
Life after American Idol.
You have to prove yourself. Being on Idol actually helped me do that.
Fan favorite runner-ups.
It seems almost like the runners-up do better.
Tell it like it is.
It wasn't all positive things that came from this.
We had serious sacrifices in the first season.
Next, Dr. Keith Adlow.
Nasal allergy symptoms like congestion can occur at any time, and it's hard to avoid the things that cause them. Prescription Nasonex helps relieve congestion and other nasal allergy symptoms. Maybe that's why 4 million nasal allergy sufferers used Nasonex last year.
Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. For more information, talk to your doctor.
Nasonex keeps congestion and other nasal allergy symptoms on the run, day and night.
Hi, can I help you? Looking for my date. He's very handsome, and the shoes are probably untied.
Try our new stuffed rigatoni with chicken filled with 5 Italian cheeses or rigatoni with sausage starting at $9.95 at Olive Garden.
Finally, a makeup so smart it knows your perfect shade. Smart Shade Makeup from Almay. Breakthrough shade sensing technology starts out white and adjusts to right, matching your skin tone. Smart Shade Makeup, only from Almay.
I'm David Hastings, and I've been representing accident victims for over 25 years. Hastings & Hastings pioneered discount fees. If you've been injured in an accident, you need to hire a law firm that represents only accident victims. We do one thing and one thing only. We represent injury victims. We don't do DUI, bankruptcy, or criminal cases. Find us on the back cover of the Phoenix Yellow Pages. That's Hastings & Hastings, the discount accident lawyers. It's about time.
In high school, I didn't like going to school because it was boring to me. It's not something that I was fascinated in. I guess you have to love to do what you do. I love criminal justice, so I love learning about it. It gave me like a second chance. The knowledge that I came out with is all worth it. It felt great because I achieved something.
If she can do it, you can do it. Pick up the phone and call right now and start on the road to a rewarding career and a better life. So call.
Call Everest College for a brochure now at 1-800-779-2116. That's 1-800-779-2116.
Do you have a friend or family member who's prejudiced? If you or someone you know admits to being judgmental or discriminating based on race, call 1-888-DR-KEITH.
All right, we're back discussing Claudine and Eric's toxic relationship. A lot's gone on today, and we've got to make a decision. Something's got to give. What's it going to be? You really need to decide. You've got a crushed engagement ring. You've got a guy who says he'll stop drinking and hasn't been able to yet. He tells his friends, who seem sincerely interested in his well-being, she's one of the reasons I drink. This relationship isn't good for me. Now, that is potentially true if you're codependent with him, which is the label he gave it, and I think it's accurate. So no good is coming of it, except it feeds something inside you, a tug of war that is at some level appealing to you, because here you've done it for years.
Dr. Keith, I can't stress enough that they are not concerned with his well-being.
Well, okay.
You know what?
Where do you get that from, Claudine? Are you concerned with his well-being while you're yelling at him every 5 minutes?
Seriously.
Yeah, I'll speak up. The hot tub thing was 5 years ago.
I'm not even talking about that.
Who cares? Why are you bringing stuff up?
About the hot tub. I'm not even talking about the hot tub. Where, you know what? Where was I through
Here's what I'm worried about, Claudine. Here's what I'm worried about. Okay? Here's what I'm worried about. We give you good evidence that your daughter is suffering tremendously emotionally. Okay?
I understand that.
I know, but what about the issue is not clear to you, that it's your contentious relationship with this man that leads her to be in that position. Her aunt gets it. Dion, do you get it?
I think they need to think about Tori.
How many rehabs have I gone through with you? How many times have I been there for you?
Answer the question, Claudine.
In the beginning, things were great between us. You know, we had good times, we laughed.
Eric, here's the thing. All of us have to sleep at night, right?
Yes.
And at a certain point, all of us have to look back at our life stories as older men and say, did I do good, did I do ill, or what? Your presence in this relationship is hurting this young girl. Are you going to stand for that and stay with her, or are you going to walk away?
I'm going to walk away.
That's an answer. Now look, by the way, yes, please.
I don't want to be mean or anything, but I think that they are only happy that he's breaking up with my mom because they like him and they want to get with him.
Well, listen, here's the deal. You know what? Maybe that's their motivation, but we got to keep our eye on the ball. In whatever way we end the war, we get to peace. It doesn't matter if their motivation is pure or not.
It's not. Yeah.
What I want is for you and your mom to have some dedicated time. And right now,
Ashley has called him a bazillion times and said, let me pick you up. Let me pick you
sweetheart,
up. I want him out of there.
Honey,
out of there so he can take you.
Claudine,
can take him drinking.
Claudine, here's all the evidence
you guys
Claudine,
should be drinking.
Claudine, here's all the evidence you need of how far astray this tug of war has led you. Your sister is comforting your daughter, and you're still on stage arguing with Eric's friends. That's where you've been devoting your energy, and he's a big enough man to say enough is enough.
He's not a big enough man.
He's a big enough man to say, listen, he's a big enough man. He's a big enough man to say, I can't keep torturing Claudine, and I certainly never had it in mind to emotionally destroy a little girl.
Torturing me.
That is not your goal, is it?
What kind of person was I before I met him?
I need you to turn to her and say, Eric, I need you to turn to her and say, I cannot participate. I cannot participate.
Who was I before I met him?
Claudine, will you look at Eric? Because he has something to tell you.
I've never claimed to be perfect. I have more faults than just, than the average person. But
if, and this is really the truth, I'm telling you, if you don't want it as part of your life story, that her suffering is caused by you, and she's beautiful and sensitive, and she could be a great adult, but not if this goes on, then you have to tell her you're leaving her.
We have 3 people suffering in this relationship, and that's not a relationship at all.
Okay. Now listen, I wish you Godspeed. I hope you get sober. I hope 2 years from now, through grace or through psychological healing, and she'll need it too, and she'll need it, that somehow maybe you reconstitute this thing when you're stronger. But right now, you're just going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. When you called your friends and you said, there's something about this relationship that's toxic to me, you were right on. Okay? Keep that in mind. You don't want to destroy anybody, least of all a little girl. That's not what you were born to. Okay, we'll be right back.
If you would like to attend a free taping of the Dr. Keith Abloh Show in New York, please call 212-664-3056.
The OC has always dealt with the unexpected, but nothing compares to what's coming next. Only 3 episodes left. The OC.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 10. Young women wild about Botox.
It's just like dyeing your hair or bleaching your teeth. I love it.
Harmless trend or dangerous obsession with beauty. Tonight on Fox 10 News at 9.
You can change your life at a price you can afford. Forget the pain and overcome your limitations and enjoy your life again.
If you have a knee problem, call now for information. Mexico has the world-renowned medical attention you deserve.
I have helped many people change their life through knee surgery, from gold medalists to grandparents.
First-class facilities, experience, and technology you can afford. Call Universal Surgery, 1-800-230-9164, and reclaim your life.
Now at the Room Store during our huge President's Day sale, save up to 50% off and get no money down and no interest till President's Day 2011, or no money down, no interest, and no payments till September 2008. Save on this 100% top grain Italian leather sofa in your choice of walnut or chocolate brown. Only $7.97 on sale. Buy it today, we'll deliver it tomorrow. The huge President's Day sale, now only at the Room Store.
It's a slam dunk.
At the Room Store. Don't miss it.
When it comes to your smile, Western Dental's orthodontists do it all. From traditional braces to the latest colors to the new invisible look. And we'll make it affordable. Just $99 a month with no down payment and zero interest, even if you have poor credit. Western also provides full family dentistry on easy credit terms. The offices are open evenings and Saturdays and accept same-day appointments. So call 1-800-6-DENTAL now for the Western Dental office nearest you.
Closed captioning and other consideration for the Dr. Keith Ambrose Show provided by
Campbell's Chicken Noodle Possibilities. A noodle slurp, good, wholesome, it's understood. So much fun, kids can't wait. Campbell's really makes lunch great. Possibilities.
Introducing new Hydrocolor lipstick from Almay. Refreshing hydration instantly revitalizes with plant extracts, vitamin E, and 100 times more water than regular lipsticks. New Almay Hydrocolor for lips that look and feel beautiful.
NyQuil multi-symptom cold flu relief gives you up to 8 hours of cough relief. Tylenol cold multi-symptom nighttime liquid gives you only 4 hours of cough relief. What good is 4-hour relief if you're trying to sleep for 8? When you need sleep, NyQuil.
I know.
He's not taking. It's such a liar.
Well, that's the problem. But that's the problem.
For anything he's made me into a totally
I know,
different
but listen,
person.
here's the thing. Claudine,
Dion, who was I before
Claudine,
this?
here's the thing, right? Maybe that's the case. Maybe he has done that, but your daughter needs you now. You don't want to miss a moment with her.
Never takes responsibility. I know.
But let it go. Of course he doesn't take responsibility. He's still struggling with an addiction.
He ruins everything he touches. Everything.
But don't let him ruin her.
I know.
Can you put your arm around her? Okay. Here's the thing. With everything that may have gone wrong in your lives, you have a very brave, courageous, honest daughter.
I know.
What a great tribute that is, and what a great treasure. And that's where you put your emotional energy. Guys may come, they may go. You have a beautiful girl who loves you. She's never leaving you. The struggle has to stop, and she needs your time and your love. And there's another piece of advice, which is, it goes like this, right? Because we have her aunt, we have her mom, always look to the next generation and keep them safe, because she's seen enough, she's dealt with enough, and somehow she comes out of it an incredibly strong little girl. She'll reward you the rest of your days for making a decision to stay away from your addiction too, to him, okay? We want to make sure also that we get you a little bit of counseling, because you two have some work to do to get close again and trust each other, okay? We're going to look for that for both of you. Okay, if you or someone you love is in a toxic relationship that's become addictive, please contact me at www.drkeithtv.com, because your story matters too, and we want to help. We'll see you next time.